This is the most popular starting move in chess. Responding with a classic versatile move of your own, attacking your pawn with their knight. A sound defensive move protecting your e-pawn and controlling the center. This move clears the way to bring their bishop into the game. You are bringing your knight into play, eyeing the central squares. They bring out their knight, increasing their control over the center. This move attacks your opponent's pawn chain. They are threatening to win material because the defender is pinned. You are losing a pawn this way. They found a way to win your pawn. Well played. This recapture develops a fresh piece on the board. They took your pawn for free. For sure you had to move away from the threat. You are now able to eventually win a pawn. You missed an opportunity to eventually win a pawn. Their best option was to move a knight to safety. You stopped your opponent from being able to tactically win a rook. A clear recapture. Very good choice. They stopped the check by interposing a piece between your queen and their king. That was an even swap of material. A straightforward recapture. You found a way to pin the knight to the king. They kick your bishop with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. Your best move was to move a bishop to safety. A clear recapture. Good thinking to bring out more pieces into the game. They develop a new piece. Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended. Precise move from your opponent. You kicked your opponent's piece from that square. A correct move to get their rook out of harm's way. This isn't a mistake, but there was something better for you. They've coordinated. Your better option was to attack a pawn chain. Your opponent created a passed pawn, giving it a... This was the only move. That's playable. That was a fair trade. A straightforward recapture. This is a fine move. They played the strongest move available. You are threatening to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. You are now able to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up. Taking that rook will win material for you after the follow-up trades. It was an even game, but now you have the advantage. You take back, defending their hanging pawn. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. Decent move, but they had a better one. Your better option was to take an open file with a rook. They've made a mistake and their pawn is now lost. You made a passed pawn. Recaptures. You won a pawn for free. You get a chance to win a bishop through a skewer. A good move to win material using a skewer. They move their king out of the check from your rook. Well done, an excellent move. They made one of the top moves in this position. You had a better option, but this is not bad. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. You found the move that blocks the attacker. A smart trade. Fewer pawns on the board gives your opponent. You trade off equal material. A clear recapture. You didn't let that passed pawn become a problem. Nice job. That's playable. You missed an opportunity to win a pawn through a fork. Their king steps away from the check by your rook. Passed pawns must be pushed. They played one of the best moves here. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. You had the upper hand, and now your position is winning. Nice, definitely the right move. This move puts their bishop on a safer square. You still have an advantage, but no longer have a winning position. Your opponent's position went from bad to worse, and is now losing. Good job, that's what I would have played too. Their king is now leaving the back rank to become a key player in the endgame. You no longer have forced checkmate. They are right on target. There's only one good move and you found it. Good job stepping. This move left their pawn hanging. This move gives you a passed pawn, free to advance up the board. Precise move from your opponent. A good choice to move your threatened rook. Their best option was to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a... You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. They prevented you from being able to force eventual checkmate. You permitted the opponent to capture the opponent's passed pawn. Their better move was to capture the opponent's passed pawn. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. They didn't find the right idea. Yes, this is the way. You get a chance to checkmate the king. You did it. Nice checkmate.